go, bro? You got a beer? Oh, thank you, man. That's awesome. Good for you. Thank you, Ron. You guys are awesome, man. Yeah, you guys look like you've been drinking a bit tonight. I can see it in some of your eyes. Like, some of you guys are, like, dialed in, and then every now and then I'll look at someone, and it's just like... And so comedy requires, like, multiple premises happening at once, and, like, we all know Hitler's bad, so I can do funny stuff with it. If someone's too blacked out, they're like, words! Ah! Like, being very aggressive. So, comedy's in a weird spot right now. I feel like I never liked politics growing up. I always thought it was for fags. And then apparently I couldn't say fag anymore, so I started paying attention. Because they say that, you know, you can ignore politics, but politics won't ignore you. And as soon as someone said the word fag was homophobic, I'm like, even for straight fags? Like, I literally had no idea what they're talking about. I'm like, no, that gay guy's not a fag. He's a tough guy. He's a good guy. No, that's a fag right there. Like, so I started paying more attention, and it just seems like it's expanding. Like, you know, comedy was never touched by politics, and now everyone's got to apologize on The View for, like, hilarious jokes. And you know it's biased when it's called The View. It's not The Views. The View. And you go on there and you're like, you know, it's like, I'm really sorry I said knock knock, who's there? Because I know about home invasion statistics. And I know that a female chicken has been trying to cross the road. It's just insane. You gotta apologize for doing your job, so I just didn't at all. And that's why we're doing these shows. Thank you. And people keep comparing everything to Hitler now. Everyone's like, that's literally Hitler. Like, I've been called Hitler a lot. No, they're like, you're like, I used to live in Los Angeles, which is just, you know, they're doing lines of like, yeah. They're doing lines of like gluten-free cocaine, like, is this gluten-free? Don't use a straw. Don't use a straw. Straws are bad. Straws are bad. Straws are bad. Their minds are gone. They're like, Donald Trump is literally Hitler. Now it's time to give all your guns to Hitler. I'm like, one time I was having lunch with my friend, this girl, and she was like, would you kill Hitler as a baby if you could? Like, do you think you could do that for the world? Like, if you were a time traveler and you saw Hitler in a crib, could you kill Hitler? I'm like, why do you ask? She's like, I don't know if I could do it. I know I should, but I don't know if I could do it. I'm like, you could do it. She's like, what? No, I'm like a kind person. I'm a member of PETA. I'm like, well, you've had 2 abortions that weren't Hitler. So, like, the odds they were Hitler is like 0, and you just pulled the plug because you didn't want to cancel your Netflix account. So, why would you have a problem killing Hitler? And she's like, you're literally Hitler, and this is what you do. This is what I always do when someone calls me Hitler. They're like, you're Hitler. I'm like, thank you, but not yet, you know? I appreciate you believing in me, but I got a lot of hurdles, a lot of mountains to climb, but thank you. Thank you for that. It means a lot. Listen, I was a World War II history major in college. I literally went to the Czech Republic to study authoritarian governments. I think it's fascinating, and I really wanted to know what to prepare for. And I was like, no one's ever going to talk about what I'm interested in. And then all of a sudden, Trump gets elected. Everyone's like, Hitler, Hitler, Hitler. I'm like, you guys want to talk about Hitler? And they don't really, though. Because here's a little known fact. Hitler did nothing wrong. I'm just kidding, guys. Jesus. You guys know I'm joking, right? Hitler was a socialist. Anyway, but here's a little known fact. He was misunderstood a little bit. You know, because all our black brothers and sisters were getting a black movement going, and their symbol was the rock. You know, they're like, rock for us. And Hitler was buddies with all these guys, and he thought they were playing a fun international game. He was like, paper, paper beats rock. And the black dudes are like, oh, good one, Hitler. And then the communist hippies came in, they're like, scissors. Scissors beats paper. And they're all like, no way. I'm talking, you don't have to clap. Thank you. But this is the thing about human nature. You can't make someone what they're not, because it only comes back with a vengeance. That's the thing. That's why I'm pretty open about stuff, because I know what happens when you pretend you're somebody you're not. Like look at Germany. After 45, Germany faced a lot of shame. And they're like, what have you done, Germany? And they're like, oh, sorry. We were just kidding. They're like, you weren't kidding, Germany. And they're like, so then they went way overboard. They're like, oh no, we love everyone. We love the Jews. They're the greatest, the best. Like, we'll make it illegal to even question anything. Like, we're fucking great. Like, the Jews are awesome. So then what they do, they suppressed it, and they get all like progressive, and they're like, oh, hey, yeah, Jews are great. And then they outsourced their anti-Semitism, and they just brought in 3 million Muslims. And they're like, oh, don't say nothing about these guys. That's Islamophobia. Just let them do what they do. Oh, they killed another Jew? No way. Yes! Do it! Yeah, you're not allowed to question if the Holocaust happened, but you can bring in 3 million people with machetes that want to kill all the Jews again. What? All right, I'll switch gears a little bit here. But I get it that it keeps, politics keep invading things that never used to be political. It's like sports and comedy and sneakers and like, it just keeps going. And I was always cool with it because I always had the Weather Channel. Whenever I wanted to chill out, I'm like, there's no way they're coming to the Weather Channel. And I just relax, just watch the Weather Channel. And in Florida, the Weather Channel is very sexual because your weather changes so quickly. It's like very hot. It's very arousing. They're like, thank you, Tina. On Tuesday, we have a cold front coming in hard and strong. It's just going to press in. It's just going to move in. It's going to wake you up in the morning. You're not going to expect it, but there's going to be a lot of moisture down south. It's going to, right here down by the tip, it's going to get very wet. And then on Wednesday, we're looking at the rains coming. It's going to be 7 inches, pounding us all night long. I'm at home like, what's the 10-day forecast? That's how I've always seen weather. It's relaxing until it isn't type of thing. And recently, they made it political. Finally, the politics have reached weather. This most recent hurricane, I was watching the coverage and they're like, how much of this hurricane is caused by Donald Trump? And I'm like, guys, I cannot jerk off to this. They're like, hurricane assumes gender, it's a zurricane. It's caused by moisture and temperature inequality out here in the Atlantic Ocean. I'm like, oh wow. They really think that Trump causes hurricanes. That's crazy. We all know that it's the Jews. Illuminati, my dear Watson. The Jews. Sherlock Holmes, yeah. I just have a video called Sherlock Holmes where he thinks everything's the Jews. If Hitler killed 6 million Jews, who did the Nazis account him? You just gotta watch it. It's not stand up. But listen, I understand why people get conspiratorial. Let's be honest. The Jews aren't controlling the weather. The weather's just the weather. It's fucking, come on. I mean, don't get me wrong. Every time I go and try and pay one of my debts, it rains. I'm not saying it's the Jews, but who else would it be? But I get why people have conspiracy theories, you know? I'm buddies with Alex Jones. He got a rough run of it. They kicked him off everything for saying, like, frogs are gay, and I'm like, dude, I've never seen any proof of Russia collusion, but I have seen a frog sucking a dick for honey smack. But the older you get, the more you get conspiratorial, because you know that people are lying to you. Like, I was born in 1980, and for you youngsters, you got to understand what life was like growing up. It was a way different world. They're like, all right, guys, there's a global weather problem. The climate is getting colder. That's what they said. It's global cooling. A lot of people don't realize this. This was what they said. When I was a kid, they were like, the world will become a snowball if we do not stop being awesome. And I was scared. I was like 5. I'm like, what do I do? Do I wear more coats? They're like, there's nothing you can do except submit to the government. The world is getting cold. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll figure that out. So what should I eat? I want to be as healthy as possible. They're like, the Surgeon General and all the scientists have created the perfect pyramid for health. Look at the food pyramid. It's mostly bread. The base of all health is bleached and bromated bread enriched with nonsense. So, this is real. They're like, so according to science, and you do not question science, you're just gonna stuff your fat face with bread. And then eat some veggies and fruits and like no meat or butter or any of that. Eat margarine, it's fake butter that will kill you, and that's it. And I'm like, I want to be a strong man when I grow up. Like, who do I look up to? They're like, well, there's a great American who's just crushing it as a man. He's a wonderful man, and you should model your life around him. His name is Olympic gold medalist Bruce Jenner. Maybe one day you can be a man like Bruce Jenner. And so then you grow up. It's like, it's not cooling. It's actually warming. Don't eat any bread, and Bruce Jenner's the woman of the year. I'm like, the frogs are fucking gay! There you go. And, because my conspiracy theories back in the day were very simple. They weren't very elaborate. It was in the world that was just in my surroundings. I'd be like, I always thought that the golf cameraman had no interest in finding the ball in the air. Like, I always thought that. I watched golf, and it'd just be a dude just hit the ball, and I felt like the camera guy would just go like that, and then they go like that. And I would like rewind it and look, and there's never a ball in the sky. So, I think the way out of this madness, because people are getting a little crazy, and people all over the map, you know, some of my buddies, they lean more right, are like, man, shit's getting, like, these people are fucking, like, what do we do? Like, they took away straws, man. There's always been crazy people. The only way out is just family, you know, like family. Family's awesome. And yeah, like, you just gotta close your world down a little bit and make it just about your surroundings. And, like, my parents only had me, and they only met because a mouse died in a wall. You know, I think about that mouse all the time. Like, my parents were teachers, and my mom had an office, my dad had an office, and she thought my dad was real, like outgoing and annoying. And, you know, and then there was a smell in her office, and she was like, what is that? And it just stunk, so she had to move offices into my dad's office. And they just started talking and hanging, and she laughed, and then, you know, I'm here, and I think about that mouse. Like, did that mouse choose to do that because it knew that one day I would be here? You know, did he sacrifice himself for us, for all of us? You know, so I now think of it, I call that mouse Jesus Christ. He died for us. So I have a lot of weight on me, because, you know, that mouse, he was like, I'll die to stink this place up so one day Owen can tell a very inappropriate joke about Adolf Hitler. But I love being married. Being married is awesome because, yeah, make some noise if you're married. Who's married? Yeah. Dude, it's cool. It's cool when you just gotta make that leap of faith and just be like, all right, let's lock it in. This could suck or this could be awesome. And it's pretty awesome because so much of your effort is spent dating. Like when you're dating, you're always like, so much of your day is spent like figuring out if you like someone or they like you, or like how to get home from somewhere. Or like, it's just a waste of time. When you just have one woman in your life and lock it in and you know that's it, you have all this free time. You're like, what do I do now? Like, that's it. Like, she's my woman. Then you just start thinking about, you know, the Jews. And I found a new appreciation for other men with two children, because one kid is easy. One kid, you get married, you have a girl that you're attracted to, and she's attracted to you. Your life is yours. You know, just eat strawberries and have some champagne. You know, watch a movie. Maybe you feel like it, maybe you don't. It just pops up and you make love when it happens and it's romantic and, you know, it's all about you and her. And then you have a kid and then it's not about, you know, you got another person there a lot. And like dogs will come in and be like, can we watch? I'm like, I mean, you guys did invent this style, you know? But kids, you know, you got a kid, and women get this sense for kids. Like, my wife knows every type of cry. It's like Eskimos can tell like 30 different types of snow because their whole life is snow. My wife is always around our sons, so she knows every cry. She's like, oh, that's an annoyed cry. I'm like, okay! You know, and then another cry. She's like, oh, it's a sleepy cry. And then there's the pain cry. And then you're like, oh, I gotta help. It's a pain cry. And so she's dialed in. But see, what happens when you have a young child and you want another child is you have to be like the special ops of sex. Like, you have to be able to go at any time. Like, there's no build up. There's no like, when it happens, it happens. It's like, you got a dude in your house, and off his schedule, you have to figure out how you can have sex. And you'll go like a month and a half. No, you just forget. You're just like, I'm so tired. Like, did we puree something? Like, you're just like, whatever works, whatever keeps everyone calm. But then you're like, so it's whenever he naps. You know, like Amy will be like, I just made a sandwich. You know, I'm about to eat the sandwich. She's like, he just fell asleep. And at that point, you're a Navy SEAL to your dick. You're like, go, go, go. And you go now. Like, you were just reading some weird blog or something. It's just like sex. And then, you know, you kiss a bit. So it's like she feels all like protected and all that. And then you just start hammering. Because you don't know when it's going to end. It's just like, and then he starts crying. You're like, what kind of cry? And she's like, it's a pain cry. I'm like, fuck you! I'm in pain too! And here's how awesome my wife is. Like, when she was like deep in labor, you know, I'm holding her hand and she's like crushing my gay piano hands. And I'm like, oh. But she's like, when I'm deep in pain, like, remind me that we're giving Walter a brother. And I remember being like, you're so fucking cool. And then she clamped my hand and I was like, bitch! But I thought about it, it's so cool having a brother. Like, I love having a brother. Like, one time he calls me, he's like, brother, one of my buddies, he's doing a year in jail. You know him, we work with him. He's going to jail for a year. And I'm like, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. He's like, a year, no rent. Lucky fuck! No bills, just buddies, just working out, reading, writing, doing push-ups, crushing. Not a care in the world. I'm like, what are you talking about? What's that, bud?
Leftist workout.
Leftist workout?
Yeah.
Oh, the video I did? Yeah. I appreciate that you guys like that, but that's nothing to do with what I'm talking about, though. Like, I'm kind of on a thing. But I like where your head's at. You're just randomly, like, saying stuff you like. No, I'm into that. Which one was your favorite leftist fitness instructor?
Part 3.
Part 2? 2? 3? 3? The correct answer was 1? No, I'm just kidding. No, I was just kidding. I just don't know what to do with that piece of info. The guy's like, pineapples. I'm like, what's that? He's like, I like them too. Pineapples are cool.
We like gators.
You like gators? So, you seem like you're in the community with this whole thing. Why are you attracted to alligators? No, be honest, like tell me straight up.
Gators.
They're everywhere. So why would you fuck one though? Like there's a lot of things everywhere. There's lights everywhere. No one's fucking a light.
Gators a challenge.
Gators a challenge. That's interesting. It's almost like the world. You remember The Most Deadly Game, that book? Where it's about the hunter that's hunted everything, so he has to hunt people. That's like the rape version of that. They're like, buddy, I've raped chickens, I've raped donkeys. I raped a sheep once because I thought it was a clown. But the hardest rape in the world is an alligator. And I will not die before I get an alligator rape under my belt. And if you guys think I'm weird for this bit, I'm literally just ripping off you. All right. What's that, bud?
We love you, Big Bear.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. If you love me that much, you'll let me finish this joke and then get to the piano. So another time, out of nowhere, my brother just goes, man, I wish I was one-armed. They can't be handcuffed. That's the thing about my brother. It sounds crazy, but it's completely true. One-armed people can't be handcuffed. He's like, they can't be shackled, brother. They're free. You're never free till you lose an arm. Because he's like 100 feet in a tree sometimes with a chainsaw telling me this shit. And I'm like a little nervous. He's just like, one-armed people can't be handcuffed. I'm just thinking like, you're almost there, buddy. One time we're at a restaurant, and out of nowhere he just goes, man, I wish I was deaf. And I'm like, why? He's like, because they can talk through glass, brother. And I'm like, and I look over, and there's a guy outside smoking. And there's a guy inside still eating, and you could tell they were together, and they were just signing through the glass, like they were still talking, even though one was outside. And he was like, we can't do that. It's like if I was outside having a cigarette, we would have to end our awesome conversation. Lucky bastards, man, lucky. And I'm like, you can learn sign language. He goes, no, I can't. I'm not deaf. So I go, let me get this straight. You want to be a one-armed deaf guy in jail? He's like, I would never be in jail because one-armed people can't be arrested. Very good. All right, I'm gonna play you guys a little music. We'll see how this goes. I wrote some. Thank you.
You want this beer?
I want that beer?
This beer?
Yeah. Can you bring it up to me?
Sure, man.
There you go. You're the man. I appreciate that. Thanks, buddy. What's your name? I know I am suspended from Twitter. I miss you too, man. Thank you. That was awesome. No, don't apologize. That was nice. No, the thing about you guys is you guys are crazy enough to storm a stage, but that'd be very nice. You're a lawyer? Are you a lawyer?
I'm in law school my last year.
What kind of law do you want to do?
Prosecutor.
Prosecutor. Nice. Good for you. He went to law school, this little fucker over here. He's also a Marine, man. That guy's killed. Yeah, he's killed some people. No, Nimmer's one of the coolest dudes ever, man. And he's opened for me for years. We've been like very good friends for years, and that's why it sucks, because like
He's not.
I know. Trust me, I'm not happy about it either. Like I was facing this controversy because I kept calling Justin Trudeau a nigger. And because he's not black, so it's funny. And what's that, bud? I called him a fat, every word I could think of. Because the joke is, let me finish the fucking story. So he was trying to ban words in Canada. He was trying to take away Father's Day and Mother's Day because he said it was hate speech. That's real. And so I called him a faggot nigger because I wanted to show him that in America we don't get rid of any words. And so, yeah. And then I got like known for that word. I'm like, dude, I don't like use it in my free time a lot. I'm like, I just want people to know I can know. It's an act of defiance. And they're like, you're racist, ever called me racist. So then I started being like, man, I have a black over. I'm like, it looks like I'm like doing that to like compensate. And I was like, man, I should just get a white one and just commit to this thing, you know? But he's undeniable. I'm like, you witnessed the birth of both my sons, but I kind of don't want to look like I'm appeasing to Justin Trudeau here, man. But you know, what's good is good. You got to just go with your people. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like I want white people around me only. But I ended up on the road with a Chinese guy, a black guy, a half Native American, and an Israeli. I'm dead serious. And I'm just like, how the fuck did this happen? And they're the best, man. Like, before I play a song, just the people that have supported me and have come with me on this tour have been just unbelievable. So please give them a round of applause. Yeah. Like Coddington there. He always wears really big t-shirts, so we started saying that him and Wendy go on like fun adventures, because he's like one of the Lost Boys. And then we started calling him like our sweet prince and sweet boy, and because he's so sweet, that we're always like, you're such a sweet boy. Alright, so anyway. Alright, so I wrote a new song. So I was listening to the radio, and this song, This Land Is Your Land, This Land Is My Land, came on. And now that I'm a tax-paying father, I realize that it's communist propaganda. So instead of just complaining, I wrote my own version. You guys hear that? You hear it? This land's not your land. This land's just my land. Because I bought it. That's also my van. Go back to California or Manhattan Island. This land's just mine, you dumb hippie. As I was shooting my 30-06, I saw some commies. Their sign said Bernie. My sign said private property. They didn't read my sign. I just killed 4 more commies. Thank you. So, I've always been a big music lover, and I've always liked the band Coldplay. You know Coldplay? You like Coldplay, right? She loves Coldplay. Nice. Yeah, women and gay guys, they can't get enough of that shit. So there's this song, you like the song Yellow? No, Yellow? So I'd always listen to the song, and I'd sing along, and I'd love the song, but I never knew what it was about, and I felt like really confused. So I just rewrote it to make it about something I'm interested in, the Holocaust. Look at this star. It identifies all the Jews. It restricts all the things they can. after that. You want more? You want? I'll give you the moral of the story. Then they came and took the Jews' guns. Then they said they were done. So we were all mellow. Then they came for us. No one left to make a fuss. And they turned our flesh to jello. Don't let them take your fucking guns. You gotta stick up for everybody. Like, you might not like Alex Jones, but stick up for them when they come for him. It's the same with the Jews. When they came and identified the Jews and took their guns, you go, no, listen, they're controlling the weather, but appeasement just means you get eaten last by an alligator that you're about to rape. So here's a song. You guys requested it. I'm not really gonna be a dick. I'll play it. It's called Soy Boy. There's a man who's afraid of dairy, and he's proud of the fact his balls never got hairy. David Hogg. He can't get the D, 'cause he's got low T. Trump tweets give him PTSD, and he thinks men should sit to pee. He's a BuzzFeed foodie blogger, which means he's unemployed. And he's always pissy and a bit bitchy, 'cause he is bloated from soy. He's a soy boy, he's so annoyed. He's a soy boy, he feels no joy. A weak chin and soft hands and a lot of demands. He's got mammary glands. He says his cat is trans 'cause of all that soy. He's a soy boy, and he's awful to be around. He thinks Sean King is black, and Caitlyn Jenner is a brave and beautiful chick. His ankles are thick, and he says shit like Colin Kaepernick should have been a first-round pick. He's an ally to women when he's marching in the streets. But don't be careful, ladies, don't drink with him. He's Hillary on Facebook, but Bill in the sheets. Rape! Bring that heat for me, Florida. He's a soy boy. He's so annoyed. He's a soy boy. He feels no joy. His gender is soy. His emotions are soy. He's soy-cum-sized. And he's always pissed, 'cause he's a socialist. And he's awful to be around. Thank you. What's that, bud? Huh? Hit it. Hit it. Finish it. I finished it. Is there any more we could do with it? I mean, maybe.
Cheers.
Cheers. You can get back on stage if you want. He's a soy boy. He's so annoyed. He's a soy boy. He feels no joy. His pants are tight. He'll never fight. He's got an open shirt, and he's a big flirt with gay guys.
brother.
That's David Hogg's big brother! That's funny, Eric. What's that? The pubes? Well, that's why I got permanently kicked off Twitter because I said, David Hogg doesn't have pubes, so he can't tell me not to have an AR-15. The psychotic SJW blue checkmark fucking Nazi police, they made it seem like I was sexualizing a boy because of that statement. The same people are like, oh, James Gunn has to direct children's movies. I mean, he's just making jokes about how he wants to fuck kids. And they're like, but Owen, no, God, pubes, why are you obsessed? I'm like, I could have said chest hair, but I didn't want to alienate the Asians. Dude, fuck Twitter. I mean, I miss it, but fuck it though. I learned something very life-changing recently about the Beatles. I was reading Paul McCartney's memoirs, and he said that him and the band used to, like, after shows, would whack off. This is true. This is from People magazine. He would be like, we would just kind of touch our doodles and go doodly-doo. And I found that very, very weird because I've always thought I always picture the Beatles being very, like, there's an innocence about the Beatles, and it's all changed. Like, now all the songs are different to me. So here's, it's like, when I find myself whacking off alone, John and Ringo come to me. All right. Come together. That song's fucked up now. I don't know why people ever liked Bob Dylan. I used to like him, but now I don't get why his voice is seen as good or his lyrics make any sense. Here's my impression of Bob Dylan singing. Yeah. Listen how many rounds must have been waiting before you had hit it in. Listen how many rounds must have been just had before she sleeps his hand. Yes, my friend, it's not hit me. Can anybody honestly explain the allure of that to me? No, but honestly, I'm not looking for, I want someone who really disagrees with me. That's like, no, but like, why would people listen to that and be like, that's amazing? Because they're on drugs? But like, it is propaganda. It's like, and if you guys are like, oh, that sounds horrible, this sucks, that's way better than him. I think the CIA has done some shit with music. They created Nickelback to make white people gay. I'm dead serious. We had an edge to us. And all of a sudden they're singing about photographs and shit and everyone's going gay. I realized that with hip hop because I used to like Eminem's 8 Mile soundtrack because it made white people feel like we had black people confidence. Remember that shit first came out? It was like, if you had soccer practice and your mom forgot to pick you up, if you walk home in the rain, if you wait for Kyle's motherfucker Would you eat the yogurt with your finger? Or would you steal Kyle's motherfucking spoon? So like, you know, white kids would be like, yo dog, don't look at me. Got problems. My dad didn't hug me this morning after orange juice. And black dudes are like, what's this dad you speak of? It's so funny when people give comics shit for revealing things that suck for people. Like, it's like, oh, don't go there. It's like, no, I want them to have dads. It's a joke. In Florida, it's a joke. All right, so anyway, let me finish this joke. Hip-hop got ruined for me when Timberland came out with the song Sorry to Apologize, because I really liked that song. And then I realized it wasn't by Timberland. It was by a band called One Republic. This is the only thing Timberland added, and he got all the credit. Ready? The band's like, sorry you're an angel, then you go and put me down. It's like, I'm sitting on the road, watch me 10 feet on the ground. It's like, that's all he did. That's all he did. And nowadays people don't say anything. They don't call it nonsense. You imagine if Timberland produced Beethoven? It was like, the Jews did that! Did you guys see it become an electric piano? Dude, they did that. Right in the middle of that wasn't planned, by the way. It just became this sound. It became this sound. By the way, if you go back and listen to those lyrics, it's wherever you go, whatever you do, I'll be right here waiting for you. That's called fucking Stockholm Syndrome. Let black dudes have it easier when they write songs. Like The Weeknd, I like The Weeknd. Weeknd's got some good songs. He's got this song. I know I'm riffing a little, but I've never had a fucking electric piano thing happen. But this is The Weeknd. This, like, black dudes can get away with this shit as fucking romantic songs, right? I only call you when it's 5:30. The only time I'd ever want you by my side. I only love it when you touch me, but not feel me. When I'm fucked up, that's the real me. When I'm fucked up, that's the real me. Yeah. I only, and women are still like, White people are like, wherever you go. The only like, I'm gonna feel like Eric Clapton had balls. Remember that song? It's like, it's time to go home now. Okay, so let me just sum it up. He's like, let me play more. All right, so it goes. How's the beginning start? Does anyone know? It's late in the evening, and everyone turns to see this beautiful lady who's walking around with me. And then I tell her, as I turn out the lights, I say, my darling, you looked wonderful too. He's basically like, hey baby, you look good. Bye. Like he's basically like, the beginning is they're going out and he's like, yeah, you look good. And then they go out and she looks good. And he's like, yeah. And then they go home because he got hammered, so he makes her drive, which means he didn't let her drink. He's like, it's time to go home now, I got aching head. So she puts me to bed, and then he's like, you look good tonight. And then he goes to sleep. That's fucking gangster as shit. Like, this song's called Canon in D. Women love this song. Like, a lot of them are like, ah, that's my song. For my special day. It's been a #1 hit for like 5,000 years, right? And women love family, which is great for everybody alive that wants a mother or should have a mother. Like, family's the best. But see, this is how they trick women, is women don't even need a lot of stuff or money. I realized that after me and my wife have went through like big ups and downs, where they just want you to bleed a little for them. They want to matter. They want to matter. And so that's why advertisers, I wonder what ancient people they are. Jews. So they're not really all Jews. I don't know, dude, this is the only city that I've done that theme that it's been weird at all. Like most other cities are like, oh, it's hilarious. You guys are like, what do they do? Which is hilarious to me. It doesn't mean you're bad people, it's just fucking funny. All right, anyway, so advertisers use that song to sell women shit they don't need. That's like, this Christmas, give her what she's wanted all year. And she's like, what have I wanted? Show her she is the core of your world. Show her that you love her as much today as the first time you saw her. Show her with this double-hearted pendant thing. 2 hearts welded together in a weird snake's mouth shape. By Jane Seymour, who's not a jeweler and has been divorced 5 times. And it's $6 grand with a resale value of like $50. But she's worth it, isn't she? This Christmas, get her a Lexus and put a big red bow on it so your neighbors fucking hate you. You know Lexus, it's the same car as a Toyota Camry. It's made by the same people, literally in the same factory. But since it has a rear view camera on it that you don't need because you know how mirrors work, it's $20,000 more. But you'll buy it because the person you love the most in the entire world is now associating her self-worth with this inanimate, overpriced object. Happy fucking holidays, bitch! But it's all good. We're not the same. Men and women aren't the same. And it's good we're not. Because back in the day, we're shaped by the forces of just the world, just horror. You know? It's a weird transition. But this one's for you. So back in the day, a woman would have a baby and she's in a cave. And she's with her guy who loves her very, very much. But now the woman can't hunt because she's got a little milk zombie just attached to her tits. Like, so she's like, I need help. Will you get us food? And the guy's like, of course I'll get you food. I love you. I'm gonna run out after that woolly mammoth and I will not stop until it's mine. He's like, and she's like, that's awesome. And he just starts running. It's the dead of winter. He's like, I don't even need shoes, baby, watch this. He's It's like, I don't need a spear or anything. I'm just gonna kill it with my hands. It just keeps running, and he's like, I will kill you. He's like, where am I? There's no maps. He's dead. He dies alone. So she never gets food. She's waiting and waiting. She's like, is he coming back? I know he'll be back. Dead. They're all dead. Here's scenario number 2. Will you get us food? The guy's like, yeah, baby, but all the other elders say not to eat the berries right next to the cave. But they're right here. Those guys are retarded. Let's eat them. Poison. Dead. They're all dead. Here's scenario number 3. Will you get us food? The guy's like, yeah, baby, you have to have sex with all your friends and our neighbors, because why not, right? Yeah, everyone's dead. We stay on that path, we're gone, we're extinct. Fortunately, and be grateful that there was a woman in history that had to change her heart. Where she was like, will you get us food? And the guy's like, and she's like, take a map. Don't eat those berries. Who's that bitch? It's true. That shit kept us alive in some dark times. And the guy's like, why are you being crazy? I haven't even left the cave yet. Why are you doing this? She's like, because I don't trust that you'll be back. So why don't you get the food where I can see you right down there, bring it home. Don't chase that thing. You're gonna die. And he's like, fine. She lived. Her baby lived. That baby had babies. That baby had babies. So now they're all like that. By the way, they're all like this. So just know there's nowhere to go. Like whenever dudes are like, man, my girl's crazy, I gotta get another girl, I'm like, they're just, it's like moving because your house has gravity. So, and dude, you want them to be like this. So it's like, so finally there's one woman in history that had this music playing in her mind, randomly for no reason, just. It was her great-grandmother just whispering into her ear, just like, something might be wrong. So you can be on vacation. Nothing causes it. This is something that men need to understand, is it's not you a lot of times. Like sometimes dudes don't know. It's like, why are you mad? Like, what can I do? Like, what, seriously, what can I do? She's like it's, all right. So you could be on vacation in Hawaii. This is when I realized this. I was on vacation with my wife in Hawaii. And I knew that there was no answer to this. Because she'd be like, oh my God, this is beautiful. I've been waiting my whole life to come to this island. I can't believe we get to do this together. Why does that wave look like that? Is that a tsunami? I've read about tsunamis. Baby, Google it. Is that a tsunami? Is that a tsunami? Look it up right now. Figure out what we should do. This is what's in a man's head from birth until death. In tsunami. Are we supposed to say it? Like to tsunami. 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 Why doesn't glue stick to the inside of the bottle? Okay, so here's a fight between a man and a woman with their appropriate soundtracks, and this is applicable to every relationship that's ever existed. So don't think that you're alone. Just stick it out. All right, here's a fight between a man and a woman with their appropriate soundtracks. Hey, baby, how was your day? How was my day? Well, the fact you don't know how my day was means you didn't check my Facebook or my Twitter or my Instagram. I'm sorry, baby, I'm banned from all of those. You're so hot. I missed you so. I want to fuck you so bad. Look at me. You're so sexy. I just said I had a bad day, and you think that's gonna solve my problems? You're just gonna fuck me, and then Deborah at work is not a problem in my mind anymore? Like, why can't we just talk for a second? Why do you always have to be such an animal? Why can't? No. I don't want to fuck her. I swear. I just said that. I was lying or something. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. So you don't want to fuck me anymore? What's wrong with me? We're just like buddies now? We're just like roommates with no passion? Like, you think ever since I had a baby, you think I'm fucking you? No, I'll fuck you right now. Look at my dick, it's already getting hard. I'll fuck you right now, I just said that. say it, I'll say it.